tool we're going to be using today can be found at www.emailtrackerpro.com. It's about a $30 program. We have a 15-day free trial, but considering all the stuff it can do that we're going to show you today, it's actually not that expensive. This is the intro screen for Email Tracker Pro. There's a couple options here: trace an email, look up network responsible for an email address, or view previous traces. Trace an email is going to give you all the information that we're going to be working with today. Look up network responsible for an email address doesn't actually give you the full scan. It gives you a couple bits of information, but not everything. And obviously, view previous traces just lets you look at stuff that you've traced before. Once you click on trace an email, it gives you the option again to trace an email or to look up the network responsible, and it goes into further depth about what the difference between those two is. Looking up the network doesn't give you any information about the actual sender. In any case, we're still going to do trace an email, and at the bottom it gives you an enter details text box, and what you're going to need to do now is go and get the email header for whatever email that you're going to be tracing. You can actually put in more than one header at once and trace more than one email at the same time, but we're just going to do the one to start with.
Okay, we are going to trace an email from Jimmy John's. In order to get the header information, you just click on the down arrow beside reply. This will give us a text box. We need to click on show original. Once we've clicked this, we will get more information than we actually need with the header. Highlight only what's highlighted here and paste it into the email header text box that we showed you earlier. If the information doesn't automatically populate the text box, paste it in and hit trace.
Now that you've clicked trace, the screen will now display the trace has been complete. Look on the right-hand margin, you'll see the analysis. It gives you the IP address of the machine that you've traced, as well as the subject of the email at which you were tracing. Under that, you can locate the zip code of that address. More information can also be displayed, as well as the network contact information. As you can see, Jimmy John's uses OrderTalk Incorporated to trace or to deliver their orders. Now we will click Advanced. Upon clicking Advanced, an advanced report will appear on the screen. As I demonstrated earlier, you can also see the contact information as well as the domain information for OrderTalk Incorporated. It also gives you the mailing address as well as the zip code, as well as the phone number in which to contact the company. Also, if you look down at the bottom of the screen, you can see an in-depth information about this email. It was unable to find the exact location, but it gave us the IP of a closed machine at 72.249.52.18. Also, you can see that the address that the email was coming from was jjoo@jimmyjohns.com.
At the bottom of the screen, you can see several tabs that can be expanded for more information. The first two are showing the route map as well as the hops along the route. As we can see, the route goes from where we are through Washington, D.C. and Texas and Europe for some reason. As we look down, we can see the addresses of the hops. Only one or two of them remained unnamed, so we can see almost every IP through which it goes. Scrolling down further, we can see some more information. On the left side, we have the network owner information, which is essentially the same things you can get from Whois with a few extra things. As we look down, we can get the network range, which is vital for a penetration test, as it allows you to make sure you aren't targeting outside the network that you're working with. Further down, we can see the organization's tech name, the technical support, as well as the phone number for technical support, which may be useful if you're attempting a social engineering attack. On the right is a disclaimer about how they feel you should use the information provided within the Whois. This may or may not apply to someone who's attempting a penetration test, but it's there all the same.
At the bottom of the page, we can see some more information about the record and how often this place updates their database. At the very bottom, we can see what kind of servers they're running and if selected ports are open or not. This could be very valuable when you're trying to get into someone's network through a penetration test. In conclusion, we took a single email header from Jimmy John's and was able, through Email Tracker Pro, to get valuable information for penetration testing, most notable of which is the IP range of the company and some social engineering contacts. Thank you for your attention and have a wonderful day.